Welcome back to part 25 of Brentford Moneyball approach with me, Lygo. And in today's episode, we have an injury crisis going on. As you can see, Josh De Silva is the latest player injured. He's going to be out with a dislocated shoulder. Unfortunately, Rico Henry and Paris Mahoma both damaged their cruciate ligaments, out for between 3 and 9 months. Todd Cantwell is out for just short of a month with a groin strain. And another star player, Marco Kana, is out from September with a broken leg. He's going to be out for a further 6 weeks to 3 months. So between all that, a bit of rotation and then struggling for form, this is how things look at the moment. And as you can see, a lot more red on there than I would have liked. Since really beginning of September when the injury started, and even a little bit before that. We beat Everton, and then between Blackburn and Arsenal we went on a 6-game unbeaten run. Fortunately we did manage to beat Spurs, but the following game we lost against Wolves, and that leads us into today's game against Crawley Town in the FA Cup, which after last year I'm not going to be taking for granted. It was Derby County that knocked us out in the FA Cup. I think it was the quarter-final. So we are going to be putting out our air quotes cup team, and that cup team looks like this. Balcom in goal, Thompson, Miaga, Wolfenden and Hickey make up the back four. Baptiste anchoring the midfield of Bellingham and Miller ahead of him. Zamburik, Brooks and Katutu make up the front line. Now, as I said, we're going to look to avoid any more slip-ups in the cup. We've already been knocked out, granted it was by Crystal Palace of the Carabao Cup earlier on in the season, but I think this should be a plenty strong enough team to get us through past Crawley. And we've got the first attack here. Zamburik on the edge of the area. It looks to bend one into that far post, and it's tipped over from the Crawley keeper. And an early goal here would settle a lot of nerves, and the resulting corner comes to nothing. But if you've been enjoying this series and you want to see more Football Manager content, including the upcoming Football Manager 21, leave a like, hit the subscribe button for further content, and once FM21 drops I will be doing a save in the beta there. But back to the game, and Crawley have the ball in their third here, looking to build out from the back. Hopefully our high pressing can counter that, but they've managed to work it out to the halfway line. Still coming forward, a long ball down to the right. Thompson can't get there. Needs to block the cross. Baptiste half clears onto the edge of the area. Fortunately, the shot from Crawley goes over. And that's not what we want to be seeing. We want to be taking control of this game, asserting our dominance, but first 20 minutes not so much. But Bellingham's got the ball here, looking to run down the right, gives it to Brooks. Back to Baptiste. Great ball out to Hickey on the right hand side. Can he get his cross in? Opts to come inside to Bellingham. Nice little 1-2 there. Hickey does cross this time, Miller, and it's hit the crossbar and just gone over. What a debut goal that would have been for Miller, but not to be, unfortunately. And sorry for the pause there, just a message coming through on my phone. Unfortunately, this time I did remember to put it on silent and not have it beeping through the video. But we make it to half time, still 0-0. I'm absolutely not happy with that. I'm going to aggressively say to the team that we're not happy, really fire them up, send them back out there. And we are attacking, and not sure what we can do to inspire a bit of creativity in the team. After this highlight, if it comes to nothing, I am going to ask for more creativity. But Hickey inside to Brooks, gets his crossing, Katutu's shot's blocked, still bouncing around in the area. Zamburik with an effort, and it's collected by the Crawley keeper. And just before we make our substitution, final bit of creativity now from the team. Hickey with a throw into Brooks, back to Hickey, driving into the area. and that's a tame effort from Hickey, straight at the keeper. It's going to have to do a lot better. But we will make our first substitution on the hour mark, and I would say there's a few of them playing poorly, but I think there's only really Baptiste playing well at this point. I think first substitution will be, I think we'll push Zamburik back into the midfield, bring Maulida on this left hand side, and what else do we do? Actually, scrap that. What I'm going to do is go to a narrow 3 up top, have 2 advanced forwards running the channels. We will still take Zamburik into the midfield, and we'll have Keane on the left, Maulida on the right. And if in 10 minutes time that's still not resulted in anything, we'll look to go more direct with the 3 strikers, which seems to be the case. Focus play through the middle, pass into space, and go direct. I think the final substitution we will make, we don't have a lot of options. I think will be Zamburik, and we'll give Frederick Hamar a run out in the midfield. Player that's been out on loan more or less since the start of the save, but showing potential. He's come back from his latest loan, so getting out run in the cup game here, see if he's able to do anything. But 88 minutes on the clock now, an appalling game from our point of view. Crawley surely would be happy, but Hickey with a long ball forward to Maulida, and that more or less sums up our day. And from the edge of the area, that's closer to the corner flag than it is the Crawley goal. And utterly abysmal. 0-0 draw, and not happy with the team. Unfortunately, I can't say disgusted, but we go into extra time, and I don't even know how he's got to this, but we've got a free kick here with Thompson. Floats one into the back post, and Miaga's there, and the player that's been on the fringes all season seems to be the player that's stepped up with a goal that's going to matter, and really save our blushes in this tie, because I don't know how many words can describe our performance today. But that said, it's not all done. Crawley looking to attack here, and they've hit the crossbar, and oh my word, things are just going from bad to worse at the moment. Yes, we've got a lead, but Crawley literally down the other end and hitting the crossbar. And this is a game that we should have been comfortably winning, even with the team that we've put out is still strong enough to be winning this by 2, 3, 4 goals. But we're making very, very difficult work of this. And finally Baptiste gets it clear. And as you can see here, I'm just going to stop before the second half of extra time. The only players doing well are the back 4 and Baptiste, which says a lot about our performance today. 10 minutes to go now. Hopefully no more highlights, because I don't know which way that's going to go. Yes, we're having all the attacks, but I just feel if there was another highlight, Crawley would be the one getting the goal. And finally we see it over the line there, 1-0 after extra time. And that was a bit of a let off, nobody can disagree with that. And after that poor performance, we do have an FA Cup 4th round in the middle of January. But I think the next game I'll bring you back for will be the Brighton game, which would be after the January transfer window. And as you can see, the schedule has gone a bit crazy here, and I completely forgot it's World Cup year 2022 down in Qatar. So a lot of the games in December and November have been pushed into January, February. So we've got a hugely packed schedule coming up. So like I said, we'll probably come back for the Brighton one. But before I do leave you, we will have a look at the World Cup. And the winners this year is Spain again, getting a 3-1 victory over Brazil in the final. And let's see how England did. They didn't make it to the semi-final. That was France and Italy as well. And they were knocked out by France, England, after extra time. And look at that, Mali made it to the quarter-final of the World Cup. Well, if you've enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, subscribe for more Football Manager content, and thank you for watching.